No.
No.
Where is that?
Under his remarks. Is it later?
That feels weird.
That could be, I would think it was like the first thing he'd say.
Does he not mention her name?
I definitely remember seeing in the script the names of all the dignitaries. You already took Leah Webb out? Oh, okay, she already got it out.
Okay.
Thank you.
Good evening. My name is Megan McInnes, Professor and Chair of SUNY Broome's Dental Hygiene Department. And I have the privilege of serving as the Faculty Marshal representing the Health Sciences Division for this evening's ceremony. Before we begin, I would like to make a few safety announcements. Please take a moment to locate your nearest exit, which you would use in the event of an emergency. If you are in need of medical attention, please notify the closest usher. Also, as a reminder, smoking and vaping inside the arena are strictly prohibited. I now call to order the 76th commencement ceremony for SUNY Broome Community College. Please rise for a performance of our national anthem presented by the graduating members of SUNY Broome's Chamber Singers, Janalese Carteano Lugo, Aiden Dinkins, Cassidy Fisher, Cassie Merciliat, Aiden Weston.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Thank you, Chamber Singers. Please be seated. I would now like to introduce our board chair, Barbara Fiala.
Good evening. My name is Barbara Fiala, and I have the privilege of chairing SUNY Broome's Board of Trustees. It is my great pleasure to welcome you to this college commencement ceremony. Graduates, it is such an honor to be with you this evening to share your celebration of this milestone. You have just completed an achievement that I spent long portions of my life longing for, earning a college education. I also wanted to go to college, but in the 1960s, most girls were encouraged to work, get married, raise families, so that's what I did. With the encouragement of my late husband, Tony, and our then young sons, Tony and Jim, I enrolled in what was then Broome Technical Community College. As these graduates know all too well, earning a college degree is a collective effort. All academic journeys include a unique variation of academic and personal support from a student's family, friends, fellow classmates, faculty, and college staff. When I was a student, my support system developed a routine. After Sunday dinner at 2 p.m., the dishes were cleared, and I slipped back into our bedroom to tackle my homework while my husband did the best to keep the house as quiet as possible so that I could concentrate. I'm sure that this scene from my life resonates with many of you. Like me, you too had to balance your professional and personal lives with your academic pursuits at SUNY Broome. Whether you wrote your papers in the middle of the night, studied for exams in the early morning, or maybe even had your own Sunday afternoon homework ritual like mine, you managed to make it all happen. And now you're here, ready to accept the degree you have so diligently worked for. My congratulations go out to you and to the village that championed your success. My experiences at SUNY were certainly non-traditional, but I also am proud of them. My SUNY Broome degree didn't just teach me the ins and outs of accounting. It empowered me during a time when not all women were offered the option of empowerment. After I graduated from SUNY Broome, my professional career flourished, which included an appointment position from the governor. Then and now, I consistently attribute my success to the foundation that I received from SUNY Broome. I hope your SUNY Broome degree empowers you as mine did. As you pursue your future studies and careers, know you have the skills to master any challenge that comes your way. You've overcome challenges as a student at SUNY Broome, and you can and will be able to do it again. And if life challenges leave you in need of guidance, a contact, a resource, a referral, or a new skill, come home to SUNY Broome. We will be here, ready, willing to do our part. This is what's driven me, my desire to always stay connected to SUNY Broome. I strive to serve the community that first empowered me, knowing that I owe so much to our community's college. To the graduates this evening, savor every minute of this celebration. Take a moment to let it all sink in. You'll be surprised how often you conjure up the memories throughout your life. I have to admit that every time I enter the arena, the first thing I do is look over to this section. Why? Because that's where my mother sat during my commencement ceremony from SUNY Broome over 4 decades ago. I wish you all the best that life has to offer. Congratulations again, and thank you. Now, it gives me great pleasure to introduce our college president, Dr. Tony D. Hawkins.
Good evening, SUNY Broome. Oh, we can do better than that. Good evening, SUNY Broome. There we go. Thank you, Chair Fiala, for your words of encouragement for our graduates. And thank you to our graduating chamber singers, Janalisi, Aiden, Cassidy, Cassie, and Aiden, for your beautiful rendition of the national anthem. That's worth of applause. Members of the Board of Trustees, distinguished dignitaries, family, friends, community members, and most especially our graduates, welcome to SUNY Broome Community College's 76th commencement ceremony. On behalf of our wonderful faculty, staff, and administration, I would like to personally thank our graduates for your commitment to your education and for entrusting those of us at SUNY Broome to guide you through these past few years. I applaud you all for taking advantage of the education and experiences your community college has had to offer. Tonight is about recognizing your achievements, but more so, it's about honoring the journey you've taken to get here. The class of 2025 will always have a special place in my heart because for many of us, our SUNY Broome journeys began together. When I arrived on campus just under 2 years ago, my first greeting as president was to you, sharing that you're not alone, I'm new too. Together we embraced SUNY Broome's campus culture and eventually tailored it to be uniquely our own. We navigated campus, participated in SUNY Broome traditions, and figured out the perfect timing to hit the cafeteria for the shortest line at the salad bar. Before we knew it, those I'm new worries shifted into I'm home confidence. It's been an honor to be included in your SUNY Broome story. Thank you for your determination to leave this institution better than you found it by sharing your ideas to make our college more academically rigorous, student-centered, inclusive, and accessible for the students who will follow you. While you are moving on to your next adventures, you have left your mark on your community's college. I'd like to take a moment to recognize the family and loved ones in attendance. Thank you for serving as sources of encouragement and support for our graduates. It really does take a team to bring each student to this moment, and your presence here tonight and support of our graduates, and your presence here tonight speaks volumes about your belief in their abilities and potential. If anyone is graduating this evening without someone in the audience, know that you're not celebrating alone. We are here all cheering you on. So the class of 2025, please take a moment to share your appreciation for your village. As we crafted our new strategic plan and revised our mission, vision, and values for the college, we called upon the campus community to embrace the adage, be your best at Broome. I was unprepared for the way the class of 2025 accepted my challenge. And although I don't have the same level of bragging rights as your family, as your proud president, I'd like to brag a little bit about the impressive class of gratitudes that sits before us today. Across campus, our students made more than 2,000 appointments to seek tutoring and supplemental instruction for their classes. They collected and distributed more than 25,000 pounds of food and 5,000 pounds of clothing, hygiene, and household products for the Hornet Hope Center. Our men's cross-country team was the runner-up at the Mid-State Atlantic Conference Championships, and our women's track team was the runner-up at the National NJCAA Region 3 Championships. And just last week, more than 80 students were recognized at our Student Engagement Recognition Ceremony for their stellar campus involvement and leadership. Students from our Business and Professional Studies division demonstrated their best by participating in the 6th Annual Hornets Challenge, a joint training exercise with the Broome County Sheriff's Law Enforcement Academy to prepare our students to pass the New York State Physical Ability Test. Members of the Business Club hosted their first Broome to Bing luncheon to network with SUNY Broome business alumni who transferred to Binghamton University's highly selective School of Management. And just last week, 9 classes within our hospitality program department hosted a beautiful mock wedding This was the 10th anniversary of the mock wedding, and our students displayed their skills in event management, floral and interior design, and professional cooking. I attended the wedding and enjoyed every minute of it. I humbly believe that SUNY Broome's health sciences programs are the best in the region. Just consider that this year our dental hygiene students served more than 3,000 patients, including me. I was also a patient of theirs. And I encourage anyone who wants to book an appointment to do so for your next cleaning. That's my shameless pitch. And just last night, we learned that our dental hygiene graduates had a 100% pass rate on both their mannequin and written board exams. Just amazing. Would members of our dental hygiene faculty and our dental hygiene graduates please stand up to be celebrated? Overall, students across our 8 allied health programs within the Health Sciences Division completed more than 125,000 clinical hours in more than 30 different clinical sites and area schools within the local community. It's a lot of time and training. Our list of bests from our liberal arts division include the academic year being enhanced by fall and spring concerts featuring our music students and campus ensembles, as well as theater performances of She Kills Monsters and Agatha Christie's murder mystery play, The Mousetrap. Our chemical dependency counseling students interned at 6 of the region's addiction treatment facilities. Each of them left their internships with job offers in hand. And our students who are planning to continue their studies have been accepted to transfer to more than 40 different colleges and universities across the state and across the nation. And finally, students from our STEM division, they showed up and they showed their best by presenting their environmental science research at the SUNY Undergraduate Research Conference. Our first cohort of our line worker program graduated in October with 85% of the class finding employment in the field immediately. And our second cohort is just beginning their training in April. And the Fantastic Four, SUNY Broome's core team of female engineering science students, are graduating this evening and bound for Binghamton University's Watson School of Engineering together. I thank you all for rising to this challenge to be your best at Broome. When compiling my list of best in the class of 2025, I kept returning to an event that took place at the beginning of this month, SUNY Broome's mock disaster. This exercise is the college's greatest example of multidisciplinary collaboration, engaging more than 400 SUNY Broome students from 18 academic departments in an immersive, large-scale disaster scenario. Every area of campus is connected and involved, including a team of 30 faculty and staff members, plus community partners like Lifelike Helicopter, the Division of Homeland Security and Emergency Services, and more. Our mock disaster, which celebrated its 10th anniversary this year, would not be possible without one of SUNY Broome's best, Associate Professor and Chairperson of Health Sciences, Erin O'Hara Leslie. Erin, would you please stand? Just at least give us a wave, Erin, so we know who you are. There she is. It's important that you know who she is, because 10 years ago, Professor O'Hara Leslie developed the concept of a mock disaster. She developed this to expose our students to a controlled crisis that mirrors experiences that they would experience out in the field. She has remained the mastermind behind this exercise for over a decade, serving as co-chair alongside Melissa Martin, our chairperson of counseling services, and leading a team to create the catastrophic full of teachable moments. She does this while chairing the largest program on campus, serving as interim chair of the Clinical Laboratory Technologies Department, and lending her support to several other campus committees and initiatives. Please join me in thanking Professor O'Hara Leslie for giving SUNY Broome her best so that our students can give their best. Thank you. I would also like to take this opportunity to highlight 3 members of our faculty and staff who have recently received the prestigious SUNY Chancellor's Award for Excellence. Faculty and staff who received the Chancellor's Award for Excellence have served their students, fellow faculty and staff, campus and community with the utmost distinction. It's a great honor to be able to recognize them as stars among SUNY's 64 colleges and university campuses. This was a huge year for our Health Sciences Division as our Chancellor's Awards winners represented our dental hygiene and nursing programs. Please join me in congratulating our Excellence in Teaching winner, Dr. Denisa Talovic, professor of the nursing in the nursing department, as well as Excellence in Teaching winner, Ann Hainer Ukafer, professor of dental hygiene. Our third Chancellor's Award winner for Excellence in Professional Service goes to Colleen Eggleston, Technical Assistant 2 in the Dental Hygiene Department. Colleen is not able to join us this evening, but we know that she'll be watching the live stream virtually to cheer on her beloved dental hygiene students. Congratulations, Denisa, Ann, and Colleen. This has been such an incredible year for our SUNY Broome family. One thing that I've learned from this class is that success has many faces. For some of you, it's earning a GPA that you weren't sure was possible. For others, it's leading a project, balancing schoolwork, and coming back to college after being away for a long time. No matter what path you took, you made it on your terms, and there's something about being incredibly proud of what you're doing. I'd like to take this moment to celebrate the journeys that many have taken among tonight's graduates and guests. So bear with me. With those of our graduates and or members of our audience who are current service members or veterans, would you please stand and be recognized? Please remain standing. Would those of our graduates who are first-generation college graduates please stand and remain standing? Would those of our graduates who worked part-time and full-time jobs while completing their degrees please stand and be recognized? Yes. There you go. There you go. Would those of our graduates who earned their associate degree while simultaneously working toward their high school Regents diploma through our collaborative P-Tech program with the Broome Tioga BOCES, would you please stand and be recognized? Would those of our graduates who cared for children, parents, spouses, and loved ones while completing their degrees please stand? Would those of our graduates who have a job waiting for you and or transfer to another institution lined up for the fall semester, would you please stand and be recognized? There you go. And finally, would all of the SUNY Broome alumni, ranging from the class of 1949 to every member of the class of 2025, would you please stand and be recognized? Thank you. Please be seated. Thank you for participating in that exercise. That's a personal favorite of mine because it illustrates the beauty of our role as the community's college, a place where everyone is welcome to pursue a life-enhancing education. As you all look ahead, know this: you are more than ready. You've developed not just skills, but strength. You've learned how to keep going when it was hard, and how to ask for help when you needed, and how to rise to the occasion even when life didn't make it easy. Now I'd like to take a moment to introduce our distinguished guests seated on the platform. Please hold your applause until everyone has been introduced. Members of the platform party, I'd please ask you to stand and remain standing until I call all of your names. To my immediate left in the front row, we have Jason Gardner, Broome County Executive. Dr. Penny Kelly, Vice President for Academic Affairs. Dr. Carol Ross Scott, Vice President for Student Development and Chief Diversity Officer. Michael Sullivan, Vice President for Administrative and Fiscal Affairs. Dr. J.M. Anderson, Associate Vice President and Dean of Liberal Arts and Business and Professional Studies. Dr. Scott Kane, Associate Vice President and Dean of Students. Dr. Christine Mardiachola, Associate Vice President and Dean of STEM and Workforce Development. Dr. Kim McLean, Associate Vice President and Dean of Health Sciences and Institutional Effectiveness. Laura Hodel, Assistant Vice President for Human Resources and Student Finance. And Dr. Stephanie Malmberg, Dean of Distance Learning, Professional Development, and Student Success. You may be seated. To my immediate right in the front row is Barbara Fiala, Board of Trustees Chair. Naphtali Tessier, Student Speaker. James Testani, Board of Trustees Vice Chair. Dr. Jason Andrews, SUNY Broome Trustee. Margaret Coffey, SUNY Broome Trustee. Kathy Connerton, SUNY Broome Trustee. Tina Fernandez, SUNY Broome Trustee. Cornell Morris, SUNY Broome Trustee. Anthony Panicia, SUNY Broome Trustee. And Catherine Abajian Williams, SUNY Broome Foundation Executive Director. Thank you all. There are more than 700 employees at SUNY Broome who work together daily for one collective goal: to see you all reach this moment. A number of our faculty and staff have joined us on stage and throughout the arena to help celebrate you tonight. I would like to take a moment to acknowledge 3 members of SUNY Broome's staff who are not only here to celebrate the graduates, but are indeed fellow graduates as well. Would the following graduates please stand? Shannon Burnham from our Student Accounts Office. Susan Costanzo from our Nursing Department. Donna Ward Stevenson from our Office of Financial Aid. Congratulations. Shannon and Susan, you may be seated, but Donna, there's more. This has been a particularly big year for Donna Ward Stevenson, as she was also just named one of the 2025 Spirit Award winners. The Spirit Award acknowledges valued faculty and staff who are on the job day in and day out, contributing that extra effort that helps make SUNY Broome simply the best. Donna shared the 2025 Spirit Award with Dr. Christine Mardiachola, Associate Vice President and Dean of STEM and Workforce Development. Both women are wholeheartedly student-centered and exemplify the college's values of community, equity, integrity, and learning. Congratulations to both Donna and Christine. And at this time, I'd like to ask Donna Ward Stevenson Dr. Christine Mardiachola, and all of SUNY Broome's faculty and staff on stage and in the audience to stand and be recognized. Thank you, and please be seated. To our dedicated faculty and staff, you have done so much more than teach. You've mentored, inspired, and stood by our students. You've created a space where learning can happen in different ways, where students can find what works best for them, and where every voice matters. Today, we are here to honor 801 graduates. Our youngest graduates are just 17 years old, and our oldest graduate is 66 years young. Very, very impressive. And we have 13 graduates who have earned a perfect GPA of 4.0. For many of you today, the degree or certificate that I'm about to award to you will be the first of many. You will use SUNY Broome as a foundation for your future undergraduate and graduate degrees or your careers. For others, the application of your degrees to the workforce will commence immediately. We are proud of you all and wish you all the greatest of successes. I would like to take this moment to highlight a few of your classmates whose stories have been a source of inspiration and encouragement for me. So would each student please rise when you hear your name called. From the Business and Professional Studies Division, Nicholas Ragonisi, Criminal Justice, AAS. Nick. Nicholas epitomizes the term student athlete. Throughout his career at SUNY Broome, Nick has been a two-sport athlete, both in soccer and baseball, while maintaining the President's List academic status as a criminal justice student. This year, he served as the campus of the baseball team, the captain of the baseball team, and was invited to the NJCAA academic all-region teams for both soccer and baseball. Truly committed to his campus community, Nick works part-time in the college's fitness center and regularly provides support at our women's and men's soccer and basketball games. He plans to continue his academic and athletic career at Alfred State College. Congratulations, Nicholas. From our Health Sciences Division, Gabriella Bella Merrill, Health Sciences. Bella, a violinist, first came to SUNY Broome in 2017 to study music. She returned to the college in the fall of 2023 with a new plan to work in healthcare. In addition to earning her health studies degree, she has amassed micro-credentials in healthcare fundamentals and clinical patient care to expand her skills. And just when they thought that the spring semester couldn't really get any busier, Bella and her husband welcomed their second daughter, Arya, on St. Patrick's Day. She worked with her professors to craft a maternity leave plan in conjunction with our Accessibility Resources Office and was able to graduate on time with 3 degrees. Yeah. This summer, Bella will complete our TEAS prep session with the hopes of entering our nursing program. Congratulations, Bella. Where's Esper? Esper from the liberal arts, there she is. Esper Bussenswan, Individual Studies, AS. Esper fully embraced academic and student life at SUNY Broome. Over the past 2 years, Esper has been a resident in the Student Village, a member of the Educational Opportunity Program, a President's List Scholar, Assistant Director of the A to Z Players, Treasurer of the Tabletop Role-Playing Game Club, and a Student Assembly Senator. Her academic achievements and campus engagement grabbed the attention of SUNY, which awarded her the Norman R. McCooney Jr. Award for EOP Student Excellence. This award is SUNY's highest achievement for Educational Opportunity Program students. Esper plans to continue her studies as a sociology and human services student at SUNY Oneonta. Congratulations, Esper. From the STEM division, Phi Trong Lee, Manufacturing Technology, AAS. There he is. Phi was a mechanical engineer in Vietnam and immigrated to the United States in 2014. He first came to SUNY Broome as an ESL student to strengthen his skills in English. Phi then entered our manufacturing technology program, balancing his classes with an engineering internship at Empire Plastics in Enwell, New York. He was awarded the Catherine Abajian Williams and Dr. Alexei Tikhomarov Opportunity Fund Scholarship and Lockheed Martin Vocational Scholarships. Lockheed Martin not only offered Phi funding for his tuition, but they offered him a job as well. Congratulations, Phi. We are so happy for you. Thank you. The SUNY Broome community is truly enriched by the presence of 40 children, ranging in age from just a few months to 4 years old. And morale always seems to elevate itself a bit when the BC Center kiddos are spotted walking across campus. The preschool graduation class celebrated their graduation last Friday with a small but equally as pompous ceremony. The scary thing is that we'll all blink, and before we know it, these bright children will be sitting in the seats where our graduates are today as graduates and students of the college. Congratulations to our littlest learners. Now, I know that one of our BC Center graduates, Peyton, is somewhere in the arena this evening because her mom, Sydney Kelly, is graduating from our dental hygiene program. This lovely mother-daughter duo is a heartwarming reminder of the important role our community's college plays in serving families. Congratulations to both of the Kelly graduates. Finally, I'd like to personally congratulate two exemplary students who received the 2025 SUNY Chancellor's Award for Student Excellence, a statewide honor for students who have integrated academic achievement with accomplishments in campus leadership. Would the following students please stand to be recognized? Wilbur Granados, Health Sciences, AAS. And Hiba Khan, Individual Studies, AS. It's been a privilege to watch both of you flourish over these last 2 years. Both of you are shining examples of students becoming their best at Broome. Thank you. I know that you've probably been bombarded with well wishes and advice, so I just have 3 thoughts to share with all of our graduates this evening. Number 1, always, always, always keep learning. You see, learning doesn't stop when you get your diploma. Even when your formal education is behind you, never stop expanding your knowledge and areas of expertise. Be curious, ask questions, stay open. The world moves fast, and the people who grow with it are the ones who are willing to keep evolving. Let your education be your foundation, but not your finish line. Secondly, take pride in your story. Your story, exactly as it is powerful. Own it and share it often in the hopes that it will be useful to those who will follow you. Let it remind you of what you're capable of when you have the next challenge ahead. And finally, give back to your community when you can. When you're ready, find the way to funnel your gifts and talents toward the greater good, whether that's through lending your time, your expertise, or your resources. This is really what it's all about. Show up for your community, because when you rise and you help others rise with you, your impact lasts. Congratulations to the class of 2025. Go out there with confidence, with heart and pride, and we expect you to come back and to tell us about your many successes. It's now my great pleasure to introduce SUNY Broome's chamber singers who will be performing This Is Me from the movie The Greatest Showman. I love this song, and I love that it's about embracing what makes us all unique and marching on. So please enjoy the chamber singers led by Professor Brenda Daw.
I'm not a stranger to the dark. Hide away, they say, 'cause we don't want your broken parts. I've learned to be ashamed of all my scars. Run away, they say, no one will love you as you are. But I won't let them break me down to dust. I know that there's a place for us, for we are glorious. When the sharpest words wanna cut me down, gonna set a fire, gonna drown them out. I am brave, I am bruised, I am who I'm meant to be. This is me, look out, 'cause here I come. And I'm marching on to the beat I drum. I'm not scared to be seen, I make no apologies. This is me. Another round of bullets hit my skin. Well, fire away, 'cause today I won't let the shame sink in. We're bursting reaching for the sun. We are warriors, and that's what we are. I won't let them break me down to dust. I know that there's a place for us, for we're glorious. When the sharpest words wanna cut me down, gonna set a fire, gonna drown them out. I am brave, I am bruised, I am who I'm meant to be. This is me, look out, 'cause here I come. And I'm marching on to the beat I drum. I'm not scared to be seen, I make no apologies. This is me. This is me. When the sharpest words wanna cut me down, I'm gonna set a blood, gonna drown them out. This is brave, this is bruised, this is who I'm meant to be. This is me. Look out, 'cause here I come. And I'm marching on to the beat I drum. The beat I drum. I make no apologies. This is me. Whenever the world's gonna cut me down, I'll set a fire to drown them out. This is me.
Wow, that was wonderful. Thank you. And now I would like to invite your student speaker, Nathalie Tessier, to the podium to address the class of 2025. Nathalie is on the president's list, is secretary of SUNY Broome's chapter of the Phi Theta Kappa Honor Society, and serves as a tutor and supplemental instructor for anatomy and physiology. Please welcome Nathalie Tessier.
Good evening. My name is Nathalie Tessier, and I am honored to speak to the class of 2025. If you would have told me 2 years ago that I would be speaking today in front of thousands of people, I would have laughed. But a lot can change in 2 years, and now here I am, standing before my classmates, faculty, family, and friends, speaking in a language that is not my first or my second. I started the spring 2025 semester not planning to come to tonight's ceremony. I tried to convince myself that this was just a simple graduation. No big deal. Nobody needs to know. But then my parents started to get excited. Without them realizing it, their excitement reminded me of my strength. That somehow, over 2 years, while working day and night shift in hospice care and managing my 2 chronic illnesses, I somehow was able to earn a degree that would propel my future as a healthcare provider. Sometimes when we are in the thick of life, we don't realize how strong we are. So thank you, Mom and Dad. Your excitement was contagious. Not only did I decide to come to tonight's ceremony, I thought I would address the group while I'm here. Fun fact, my parents had no idea that I would be speaking this evening. Surprise! There's a Haitian proverb that says, Deyamon Gemon. In Creole, this means beyond every mountain, there's another mountain. My life has been divided into 3 mountains, in 3 countries, with 3 versions of myself. My first mountain was in my home country. I was born in Port-au-Prince, Haiti, where I spent my early years growing, developing amongst my family and community. In 2010, my world, and the world of so many Haitians, crashed when a 7.0 magnitude earthquake crumbled our nation to pieces. January 12th will forever be etched in my mind. I can still picture our dishes crashing in our cupboards and cracks trickling up our walls. My family suffered immense loss, and every established way of living was altered. Pre-earthquake, I was a bright student with endless potential. But after the earthquake, there came a time when my parents were afraid to send me to school in fear of my safety. In an act of great strength and hope for better opportunities for their children, my parents left everything they knew to create a new life for us in Canada. My second mountain was in Montreal, Canada. Moving to Montreal at the age of 12 was a complete cultural shock. Here I was, in the freezing cold, surrounded by snow for the first time in my life. The only positive thing was the people spoke French. Montreal French and Haitian French is certainly different, but at least it was something. In Montreal, I threw myself into my schoolwork, but I was shocked to realize that Canadians and Haitians treated school performance differently. In Haiti, top students were praised for their performance and achievements. In Canada, top students were teased for participating in class and accused of being teachers' pets, a phrase I had never heard before. But I did my best to not get too discouraged. though that wasn't easy. I graduated from high school in Montreal, and then our family decided to pursue our next mountain closer to family in the United States. Now required to learn my third language, I arrived in New York and went straight into an English immersion program. But just when my life was about to take off, my world shut down again. But this time, it wasn't a traditional earthquake, but a global pandemic, something that you all can relate to. A personal bonus of the pandemic for me was that COVID-19 ignited my two chronic illnesses, rheumatoid arthritis and lupus, leaving me in excruciating pain. At 22, when my life was supposed to be just taking off, my body was betraying me. I struggled emotionally, mentally, and physically. But despite my constant pain and discomfort, I knew that I needed to get out of the house, put my mind to work, and feel useful again. That's when I found my community's college, SUNY Broome. Though I was initially hesitant to come to college, especially in such physical pain, I found pursuing my health studies education to be the purpose and fulfillment that I needed. Coming to SUNY Broome empowered me not only to be a college student, but to channel my studies into working in healthcare with patients at their most vulnerable moments, the end of their lives. Just like I never thought that I would be speaking today, I never thought that I would be working in hospice care, tending to the comfort and needs of my new community. Though there was a time when I couldn't, I can clearly say now that I am proud of myself, proud of who I've become, and proud of doing it all through the good times, the bad times, the sick times, the lonely times, the sad times, and the sleepless times. To the graduates, I don't know what mountain are part of your story, but I know that they are there. I know that your years at SUNY Broome were also filled with the unspoken challenges of life. You also had good, bad, sick, healthy, lonely, and sleepless times at SUNY Broome. But somehow, we managed to all make it to the same special moment. I would not be here today without the support of my family, friends, professors, and colleagues. Often, without you knowing it, your gestures of encouragement kept me going when I didn't think I could. At 24, I don't have life figured out and can't give you the answers or guidance to what comes next. But what I can do is share the most important lesson that I've learned from working in hospice care. We must make the most of our time and celebrate the accomplishments that follow every mountain. Graduating from SUNY Broome is just one accomplishment among the many more to come. I am so proud of the SUNY Broome chapter of my life, and I hope that you are equally as proud. You should be. To follow my little bit of advice, I want to close with the guiding words of someone wiser than I am. Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. once said, "If you can't fly, then run. If you can't run, then walk. If you can't walk, then crawl. But whatever you do, you have to keep moving." Congratulations, class of 2025. I would now like to ask President Hawkins and fellow graduate Gianna Ferraro to join me at the podium. On behalf of the entire student body and as a member of the student philanthropy team, Gianna is presenting a check to President Hawkins and SUNY Broome for $2,178 to be used towards scholarships for our fellow SUNY Broome students. We want to thank the students, faculty, staff, and community members for your help, kindness, and generosity in helping to raise these funds to support our peers. Student philanthropy team members organized and supported restaurant fundraisers, gift basket raffles, and at the alumni reunion and bake sales on campus throughout the academic year. We are pleased to participate and join the classes that have preceded us in this effort, and we hope that future students will be inspired by the classes that have come before us.
Thank you so much for your inspiring words, Nathalie. And also thank you to our generous students for supporting your peers through the Student Giving campaign. I would now like to invite our Vice President for Academic Affairs, Dr. Penny Kelly, also an alum of SUNY Broome, up front for the presentation of the degrees. Now on to the presentation of the degrees.
Thank you, President Hawkins. Will all the candidates for degrees in business and professional studies, including accounting, business administration, business information management, criminal justice, culinary arts, event and sports management, entertainment management, homeland security and emergency management, hospitality management, international business, marketing management and sales, paralegal, paramedic, sports management, web development and management, and candidates for certificates in paramedic, social media, website development, and management, please rise.
By virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees and the State of New York, I award the appropriate degree of Associate in Science, Associate in Applied Science, Associate in Occupational Studies, and Certificate, with all the rights and privileges appertaining thereto. And one of those privileges is for you to move your tassel from the right to the left side of your mortarboard, signifying your status as a graduate. Please join me in applauding our distinguished graduates. Please be seated.
Will the candidates for degrees in health sciences, including clinical laboratory technician, dental hygiene, health information technology, health studies, histological technician, nursing, radiologic technology, and the candidates for certificates in histological technician, please rise.
By virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees and the State of New York, I award the appropriate degree of Associate in Science, Associate in Applied Science, and Certificate with all the rights and privileges appertaining thereto. And one of those privileges is for you to move your tassel from the right to the left side of your mortarboard, signifying your status as a graduate. Please be seated.
Will all the candidates for degrees in liberal arts, including adolescent education studies, chemical dependency counseling, communications and media arts, Early Childhood, Childhood Education Studies, Human Services, Individual Studies, Liberal Arts and Sciences, Liberal Arts and Sciences General Studies, Music, Music Recording and Production, Sports Studies, Visual Communication Arts, and candidates for certificates in beat production and recording, chemical dependency counseling, and early childhood. Please rise.
By virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees and the State of New York, I award the appropriate degree of Associate in Science, Associate in Applied Science, Associate in Arts, and Certificate, with all the rights and privileges appertaining thereto. And one of those privileges is for you to move your tassel from the right to the left side of your mortarboard, signifying your status as a graduate. Please be seated.
Thank you, President Hawkins. Will all the candidates for degrees in science, technology, engineering, and mathematics, including civil engineering technology, computer information systems, computer science, computer security and forensics, computer technology, electrical engineering technology, engineering science, environmental science, liberal arts and sciences, manufacturing technology, mechanical engineering technology, and the candidates for certificates in mechatronics, please rise.
By virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees and the State of New York, I award the appropriate degree of Associate in Science, Associate in Applied Science, and Certificate, with all of the rights and privileges appertaining thereto. And one of those privileges is for you to move your tassel from the right to the left side of your mortarboard, signifying your status as a graduate. Please be seated. Thank you all, and once again, congratulations to the entire class of 2025. Let's give them another round of applause. And now, the moment that you've all been waiting for. I invite the class of 2025 to individually receive their diplomas or certificates. Will all the graduates please rise and come forward as your names are called? I'll be joined on stage by our distinguished board chair, Barbara Fiala, Vice President for Academic Affairs, Dr. Penny Kelly, and Vice President for Student Development and Chief Diversity Officer, Dr. Carol Ross Scott, who will help us hand out the folios.
Amber Newmith.
Noah Hrustich.
Matthew Cole. Huron Johnson.
Wildana Germain.
Charles Smith.
Braden Vandermark.
Karina Soto.
Christy Stever.
Anastasia Otrusky.
Marshall Floyd Egner.
Salome Marte.
Michael Stroney.
Christopher Jure.
Kaylin Black.
Melissa Tiffany.
Jade Baumlin.
Devesha Yarde.
John Paredes.
Emma DeVita.
Maxwell Geronimo.
Darlene Warren.
Yelisaveta Fineshko.
Heather Rogers.
Dean Patterson.
Bruce Page.
Andres Lucio.
Richard Baker.
Tyler Palumbo.
Kara Brazen.
Tammy Schmierer.
Kieran Hallett.
Shannon Barnum.
Elijah Miller.
Hannah Collings.
Jessica Buckland.
Tiffany Prine.
Jason Kitchard.
Brianna Hauser.
Peter Cuba.
Shannon Westbrook.
Nicholas Rogosny.
Solina Slater.
Kobe Ethan Dela Cruz.
Grace Hernandez.
Samantha Kozak.
Trinity Ingram.
Kira Sloan.
Alana Nannery.
Sydney Derrick.
Sandy Rosas.
Danielle Gardner.
Adam Leonard. Lydia
Gabby Harpersberger.
Mosecki.
Gabby Harpersberger.
Hiba Khan.
Claire Porter.
Dakota Ham.
Amiana Barron.
Kadaya Bradshaw.
Colin Parks.
Autumn Albrechta.
Ronald Nugent.
Haley Ammerman.
Shuhab Ahmed.
Maximilian Snell. Jessica Stoltz.
Eric Bieber.
Kalia Crimmins.
Joseph Toman.
Michaela Dietrich.
Tyler Lucky.
Hannah Saunders. Michael Albertine.
Valerie Satterfield.
Abigail Rice. Lainey Brind.
Kelly Bennett.
AJ Dinkins.
Aiden Doolittle.
Jana Lacey Hart Cartagena Lugo.
Daniel Hennef.
Amanda Rude.
Christopher Guglielmo.
Tyreek Malloy. Mondi Ellie.
Kaylina Graham.
Catherine Scully.
Leon Edwards.
Jocelyn Wood. Matthew Whiteman. Kimberly Harrington.
Lennox Holler.
Olivia Morlando.
Eric Corwin.
Caitlin Penny.
Roman Shapeliak.
Annika Zembari.
Ali El Shimmery.
Mackenzie White.
Nathan Moses.
Jennifer Woodson.
Nevelek Travolchik.
Trinity Bogart.
Nicholas Talikwitz.
Ravenscroft Evans.
Landon Bowie.
Aiden Weston.
Raziel Galares.
Devin Borovica.
Eliza Grace Salias.
Chloe Smith.
Eva Albin.
Haley Luloff.
Adriana Palmer.
Cassie Marcilliot.
Leor Sharhar.
Brianna Panilla.
David Natali.
Olivia Henke. Ariana Ostrander.
Adam Ward.
Madeline Ralph.
Susan Costanzo.
Logan Riley.
Rodney Kendrick II.
Dylan Hyler.
Musa Kuche.
Esper Bausenwine.
Nicholas Graham.
David Helmer.
Kamira Adley.
Paige Brazinski. Shaylee Meyer.
Nikwa Burry.
Kiana Borges.
Donna Ward Stevenson.
Allison Day.
Giovanni Bursquate.
Stacy Gregory.
Imani McKenzie.
Sophia Ashman.
Nefn Sapona.
Amber Ketchmar.
Shuni Wade.
Serena Gardner.
Taylor Goddard.
Abigail O'Neill.
Gabriella Morel.
JC Rising.
Matthew Check.
Mercy Lethbridge. Serge John Baptiste.
Amanda Richardson.
Jazz Xavier.
Amelia Pertel.
Connor DePuffy.
Jordan Spurl.
Marissa Robinson.
Maisie Fish.
Daniela Tejada.
Amanda Poshpeck.
Kayla Tikasing.
Christine Gillespie.
Dylan Phillips.
Cyan Brown.
Keenan Bell.
Jordan Kimdem.
Rachel Silvernail.
Carrie Kender Stephens.
Malin Morris.
Shafia Farnham.
Nayla Begich.
Yuki Dio.
Madeline Bruce.
Danica Williams.
Blake Weeks.
Gina Basley.
Andrew Walker. Michael Thompson.
Marissa Marcella.
Logan Holly.
Elena Keisinger.
Victoria Wuchak.
Dina Heniff.
Ira Josephs.
Madison Sims.
Maximilian Feldhoff.
Deanna Lopez.
Taylor Persky.
Rahani Brooks.
James Stentel.
Sarah Bush.
Seth King.
McKenna Posey.
David Akulis.
Stephanie Card.
Aaron Salisbury.
Benjamin Marble.
Amir Abdallah.
Aiden Armenti.
Max Yalilas.
Ethan Mayer.
Jonah Schumacher.
Caitlin Caffey. Sarah Corey.
Ava Schiff.
Wilbur Granados.
Kate Pisarczyk.
Samantha Fletcher.
Brooke Huggins.
Brianna Miracle.
Damon Potter.
Morgan George. Kelly Dean.
Jacob Sukthafong.
Dominic Stevens.
Mason Kiefer.
Abby Auger.
Kason Stefan.
Venice Woolfolk.
Mina Ramani.
Jocelyn Lilly.
David Benninger.
Jessica Payton.
April Delahanty.
Emily Mitchell.
Phi Lee.
Tareen Harriet.
Adrian Dupre.
Savannah LaRosa.
Mariam Butler.
Nathania Allen.
Harris Dadich.
Senna Sedgkin.
Brandon McCabe.
Larissa Nevgut.
Molly Fare.
Gianna Ferraro.
Andrew Taylor.
Richard Diffendorf.
Aiden Hoyt.
Crystal Pettit.
Joseph McLaughlin.
Kiaja Perry.
Sam Merrill.
Ariba Khalid.
Troy Taylor.
Kristen Ham.
Ethan Pastrick.
Kayla Bice.
Shane Creighton.
Cameron Robinson.
Cassidy Fisher. Carlenis Crespo Gerona.
Siamani Bright.
Jack Bell.
Tashwani Deleron Morales.
Layla Sihik.
Lori Telly.
Rania Adam.
Nephalita Tisay.
Jory Tate.
Kaylee Faith.
Masajid Gassi.
Sade Saunders.
Nita Seskin.
Sarah Myers.
Isabel Rosales.
Lei May.
Shakina Riddick.
Olivia Butler.
Samreen Salmin.
Brianna Hanley.
Ian Bender.
Riley Precourt.
Colin Fleming.
Ashley Hawkins.
Tyreek Mignot. Kelly Stromick.
Muhammad Rahim.
Alexa Lucia.
Natalia Santiago.
Madison Downer.
Francis Najer Rajima.
Amanda Bryan.
Kristen Francisco.
Olivia Jewett.
Christina Scholl.
Autumn Helstein.
Enrique Masso de Leon.
Eliza Way.
Bryden Fish.
Abigail Shrew.
Lene Lesperance.
Rebecca Semmel. Taylor Carey.
Kiara Mooney.
Elizabeth Odell.
Cheyenne Rummel.
Jacqueline Santamore.
Gabriella Taylor.
Caitlin Dubois.
Lindsay Milligan.
Morgan Eastman.
Kamaya Edwards.
Vanessa Pearson.
Kiara Harris.
Malin Song.
Madia Saman.
Nayeli Swazo.
Maria Kataveska.
Nyla Jackson.
Mackenzie Parks.
Karen Williams.
Dwalasia Harbert. Mackenzie Napick. Brooklyn Virgilia. Grace Russell. Danielle Perino. Julia Schofield. Haley Flores. Andrea McGee. Brittany Faramaga. Kaylee Kousley. Destiny Tupoy. Emily Simpson. Sydney Kelly. Cassidy Bray. Elizabeth Quinn. Ella Grimsey. Caitlin Munson. Alexis Riley. Mary Kalancha.
Let's give our graduates one more round of applause. We have one student who was not announced but has received his degree, Marcus Glover. Let's give Marcus a round of applause. Congratulations, Marcus. You may be seated. Last year, we started a new SUNY Broome tradition. In addition to receiving their diplomas or certificates, each graduate received a yellow rose. This gift is to share. Graduates, please extend this rose to someone who inspired or encouraged you throughout your SUNY Broome journey, such as a parent, a spouse, a child, or a professor. Tonight, we celebrate the village that brought you to this moment. We are who we are because of this and these incredible people who shape our lives. As we conclude our 76th commencement ceremony, we kindly ask for audience members to please remain seated as those on the stage exit first, followed by our graduates. To lead tonight's commencement recession, please welcome the Edward P. Maloney Memorial Pipe Band.